If you have a mask on, if you're covering half of your face, those children are not assimilating what your eyes, what your forehead, and what your mouth are doing all together.
Essentially, that means that we take a bilingual potential and make them unilingual, which is a discredit to the body's capabilities.
Absolutely. And so I kind of coined this thing where we were going to have, I predicted this back in 2020, that we were going to have a lot of social autism in children.
Oh. So define that for us.
So social autism is really where kids do not know how to interact with other human beings because...
And they're fine. They're
neurodevelopmentally normal. You would consider them normal.
Untrained.
But they socially cannot adapt to the human process.
Is there something under 3 years old that needs to happen, and can it be regained?
Well, that's where a lot of the embedding starts is infants bonding with their mom. Right? And then you just keep going through. And the brain is very rudimentary. So in children, they're developing their brain back to front. Back is kind of the reptilian brain, as we call it, right? Up to the front, which is your thinking didactic brain. And then right to left, where you have integration. So you see like a newborn, for instance, right? They're kind of like flat on their back, arms are out. They shudder for everything. They get lots of reflexive activity. And then by the time they're 4 months old, they're smiling. They're bringing their hands to the center. This is all how the right and left start to come together. That's how and then they socially are starting to pay attention to someone talking with them, and they make eye contact, and that's the back to the front starting to come together. So it's really cool to watch a kid develop.
Just hearing you explain it, I think gives rhyme and reason to how cool the brain is.
Oh yeah, it's an amazing organ, right? And how do they learn that? Well, they learn that by a human adult looking at a human child, smiling, talking to them, giving them breaks. So if you actually talk to a baby, a 4-month-old baby, and you go, "Hey, how you doing?" and you just nod at them, they'll start to coo back at you.
They call it mirror neurons, right?
That is their first social interaction.
Oh.
Now do that with a mask on, right?
Yeah,
we both have we both have kids, right? And our daughters were together in school for a little bit.
And both our minds just went back to when we saw that.
Right.
It brings smiles to our face.
It does, right? Because you're like, oh, how cute.
Yeah.
This is why we don't eat our young right there, right?
Yes, good plan.
And so that's the first thing. But when you are in masks, they drift off. Like you can see it. The children can't pay attention to the human face anymore. It just is a very scary situation.